Hiya, a different Marky-mark video. Picked up a few records at the charity shop today. They're in various stages of decomposition. I'll show you that one in a minute, but we've got here Beauty and the Blues, the Emmett Berry Sextet. That one's in a plastic inner. It's one of the, I think it's one of the BBC gramophone vinyl series. We've got, this one certainly is, we've got Charlie Parker. This has come from the BBC library. I love looking at the dates here where the DJs have written down. So it was played in, what's that, 9th of July 71, 13th of August 71, 75, 72, and played in, 72 I think. It's in really good condition. It's really filthy, but it's in a really good condition. That's the label on the back, property of BBC Gramophone Library. And then this one, which I'm really excited about, it's got old paper inner. It's absolutely filthy dirty. Charlie Parker. Not heard this one. It's in mono. Last played 23rd of June 1981. And really, what caught my eye, really interesting, is the lineup. You've got Charlie Parker on alto sax, Dizzy Gillespie on trumpet, Bud Powell on piano, and I just saw there Charles Mingus on bass. So we've got two tracks. Side one is Salt Peanuts, Perdido, Salt Peanuts, All the Things You Are. Side two, Wee Hot House, A Night in Tunisia. So I'm going to give these a really good clean. Grab myself a cold beer. That's my Riga bag I got from Bristol Hi-Fi Show last year. I'll probably try and go again next year actually. It's in February. Well worth going. But anyway, let's have a look at this. This is Stan Getz at the Shrine. And I've been listening to this on Spotify. Sounds great. Got it for £5. Got a lot of delamination on the cover here, which I'm going to try and do something with. Give it a clean. Try and save as much of it as I can, possibly, and then put it in a brand new outer sleeve. The record itself, wait for this. I'll try and get this out without dropping the phone. Oh my god, this is going to sound but yeah, there we go, folks. I gave it a really good inspection and I couldn't see any scoring, scratches, marks. All that is filth. 50, 60 years of filth. I don't think it's probably been played for many years. It's in the right state. We'll look at the other side. It's really, I mean, there's no marks I could see. Might be the odd mark, but I'm going to try and video the process of restoring this before I even let it near my Riga P10. So it's on Columbia, long playing micro groove. Yeah, let's see if we can get it clean. So the first thing I'm going to do, because this is so filthy, I never usually do this, but I'm going to run it under the tap on both sides, get as much of the surface dust and muck off as I can, and then I'm going to wipe it clean. I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to give this a good, being really mindful of the label, just give it a really good clean, get as much filth off. Right, so I've given it a good clean under the tap. I've got rid of some of the surface muck. These glass cloths are great. I've featured these before in a previous video many months ago. I still use them. I think they're fantastic. What I'm going to do is just gently wipe away as much as I can. Now there's always a danger of pushing sludge and muck into the grooves, but at this stage it won't matter too much because I'm getting rid of the most of it. Just gently going around, take a new piece of cloth. There we go. Just nice and gently. And I'll do the other side. So here's the other side. Just making sure I'm getting most of getting the worst off it anyway, ready for the next stage. Okay. It's looking pretty good. It's got a slight, oh no, I think that's just the muck. So what I'm going to do now is put some solution on it and give it a really good scrub. Right, so the stuff that I'm using is this Deep Track Cleansing by Vinyl Clear. I've been using this for years, and what I do is I mix it up, I dilute it 50-50 with deionized water or clear water, so it's really nice and pure. But it's got a little bit of alcohol in it, isopropanol, and that helps to evaporate the solution when I've finished cleaning. I just find it really good. It's very, very effective, and it's great at taking static out, as you'd expect, being a liquid. So I'm going to add a capful of this around here, and then I am going to use this little beauty, which only comes out when I want to give a dirty record a really good scrub. It doesn't come out for new records, it's only for, and it's really good. It's got a lovely thick bristle, goat hair obviously. It does the job really well. So I'll show you my technique. What I'll do, so this is a 50-50 solution. Try and do this without spilling any. Into the cap, and then I'm going to just put some over there. So gently work it in, and because it's got, I think it's surfactants, it doesn't sit on the top of the record. So what I'm going to do is gently scrub the record and go around in anti-clockwise and then clockwise, and these little tiny circular motions. This is very similar to the Kermas cleaning method, but that uses an ultrasonic machine after this process. You can see the foam coming, it's being produced. So go around left, and then right, left and right, then back and forth, left and right, left and right, and I'll do that all the way around the record, all the way around. So, and then I'm going to introduce it to the project vacuum cleaning machine. This will take about 10 minutes each side. Okay, I've scrubbed all around the record on that one, on that side. So I'm going to take off all the foam and muck and then repeat the process. Okay, here we go. It's looking okay, a lot better. But let's repeat the process and I'll do the other side as well. Right, scrubbed it again. Let's do it. There we go. Right, I'm going to do the other side now. I'll change the side. That's the dirty side that's got a load of filth and grot. So I'll change the cloth, and we'll repeat the process. And then hopefully it will be lovely and clean. So we've scrubbed twice on this side. I'm going to do one more on the other side. This project vacuum cleaning machine is fantastic, but at the moment it's not quite drying the edges, but I've kind of grown used to it. So it's not perfect. I mean, I can't afford a ultrasonic cleaning system, so, but look at that, it looks a lot better. Look at that. Whoa, can't wait to play this. It's pretty mint. Let's clean the other side and then we'll tackle the original sleeve, see if I can do any repair on the sleeve itself. So this is the last cleaning session on this side. So distributed the stuff all around the record, and I'm just literally going around anti-clockwise, clockwise, getting the hairs into the grooves if I can, bearing in mind that a groove is thinner than a human hair. Let's just see if we can go around. And it's quite nice on this machine because the clean side isn't touching any surface. This is what I really like about this machine compared to the other vacuum cleaning machines where you've got a whole platter. So I'm hoping I'm dislodging the muck as much as possible, bearing in mind this is the third clean that I've done. So little circular movements, creating a nice foam. Let's turn it on. It's quite satisfying when you get a really dirty record and you bring it back to life. And the proof of the pudding is when you play it. Hopefully the stylus doesn't pick up any muck at all. One of the only records that I've cleaned and scrubbed and then had a lot of muck still come out was a Frank Zappa record, which was filthy dirty. So I had to give that a really good scrub. Let's give it the other way. There we go. Right. I'll put my earplugs in and give this a clean. Because it's quite noisy, this machine, that's the only thing. Here we go. That, my friends, is pretty clean. That has been scrubbed within an inch of its life. Look at that. I think it's going to be okay. Can't wait to play it. Let's have a look at the sleeve, see if we can clean that up as well. So what I'd like to do, if I've got any price labels. I like to try and take them and preserve them if I can. And I put them on I keep them and put them on the new outer cover that I use for every one of my records. So there's a bit of what they call foxing. This is a term that I recently discovered after 10 years of collecting records. So foxing is when you get like a brown stain, and it's to do with the tiny metal particles in the cardboard or the paper, and they kind of rust and age and over time. So we've got a little bit of foxing. What I'm going to try and do, I'm going to get some PVA glue and very gently try and tidy that up. I'm then going to take one of my glass cloths and damp it very slightly with some of the record cleaning solution or a bit of alcohol, and I'm going to very gently clean the cover of all the muck. There's a bit of muck here. I'm sure that's going to come out, and what I'll do is I'll try it on a small corner first, so I don't take any chances in taking any of the print off. I've done that once before on a record, not a very valuable record, but it really bugged me. But on some of them, they're fine. They've got like a laminate cover. Here we've got quite a lot of delamination, a lot of peeling. So I'm going to take off some of that because it looks really bad, and see if I can get it looking a bit nicer. Wish me luck. Well, I'm really pleased with that. I used a bit of rubbing alcohol, very gently just went over the whole cover, taken off some of the loose peel. It's looking a bit brighter, a bit cleaner. And the back here. So I've taken my trusty Pritt stick and a cocktail stick, and I'm just going to gently try and just stick that down best I can. There we go. That's good. And there's some writing there, 17.4. I want to keep that if I can. So I'm going to try and stick that down as well. That might be a bit too much glue. That might be okay. Right. Ooh. Come on. There we go. I usually use like a PVA liquid, but I felt sometimes I like to use this Pritt stick because it's nice and thick. It dries really quickly. Now here's interesting. On the spine we've got, I'm going to try and get you in focus. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Oh, almost. We've got a little bit of the name flaking off here. Where is it? There. So I'm going to just apply some glue and just stick that down, keep it nice and clean. I'm going to dry the cover, or leave it to dry, and then rehouse it in a new outer sleeve. So hopefully it will keep for another 50 odd years. Right, let's see you in a bit. Here we go. Stan Getz out the shrine. All clean, scrubbed and ready to play. New inner sleeve. I'll give it a spin.